Good morning. Still barely just. Yes, for 8 more minutes. Good morning. It is Saturday, nearly noon, so I'm starting this vlog a little late. But hi, welcome. Welcome if you're new here. Hi, I'm Andrea. I'm a full-time writing instructor and a part-time content creator and indie author. Welcome back if you are one of my lovely returning friends. It is great to have you all here. But yes, it is Saturday morning for 8 more minutes. I am so tired, which just feels like it's become a recurring theme on this channel again. I'm just enjoying looking out the window. It's hot out, like really, really hot out, so I'm not stepping out onto my balcony, but I'm enjoying the tree. I've got the blinds cracked a bit, but yeah, I do enjoy the view all year long. I just do have the blinds closed a good chunk of the day on summer days. So yeah, it is what it is, but it's hot. That's what it is. I don't know what I'm saying. My brain is still waking up for sure. I am going to get out my extra large The Snuggle is Real mug, because that is the level of coffee we are going for today. And I need to get some breakfast and just get cozy on the couch. I'm gonna watch the tour. I ended up not vlogging yesterday. I meant to. I got all the way around Whole Foods with Mom yesterday and then was like, oh, I was going to vlog all of this. And then the rest of the day just went by in a blur, to be honest. Got home from Whole Foods, got all the groceries put away, took my shower, got out here, was really hungry by then, made some lunch, sat down, watched the tour, laid down after I finished eating, and yeah, I almost fell asleep while watching the Tour de France. Managed to perk myself back up a little bit, but was just super, super tired. But then I had a friend come over for dinner, which was really, really nice. I haven't had a friend over in ages, so it was great to see her. We just talked for hours, so it was much needed and a very nice catch up. We had salad and pizza, and I got brownies at Whole Foods yesterday, so we just had a lovely night. And I was still in bed by midnight, but then I was reading. I'm still reading or rereading my novel, A Brave Start, which is, I was talking about this in the last vlog, it's still a very weird experience. I don't know how to describe, and like, I feel like only other authors could understand it, because it's different than rereading something you wrote a long time ago but haven't published. This is like, I'm rereading something that people, lovely people, many of them you all, but also complete strangers, have been reading for the last 3 years, about, almost. 3 years, yeah, all of, because it came out at the very end of 2019, so all of 2020, all of 2021, and all of 2022, and now the first half of 2023. So for the last 3.5 years, people have been reading this book, and I'm reading what they've been reading, and it's just, yeah, it's weird. It's weird. Anyway, I've got a flashing battery light, so I'm gonna go get on with getting cozy and relaxing and enjoying my Saturday afternoon, early afternoon, and then we'll see what else I manage to get up to. I do want to do some writing and talk about book stuff and things, so we will make this more of a cozy writing book-ish vlog. So welcome, get comfy. I'm now gonna make some coffee. All right, it's getting a bit late. I'm getting a very late start to writing. It is nearly 20 after 5. So I'm probably only going to work until, say, 6:30, 7 at the latest. But I do want to do some outlining. I mean, it is Saturday. It is a weekend. I don't have to do anything if I don't want to. I feel like the camera is struggling to focus. And I don't know if it's the lighting. Let me try switching you guys over to this side. Let's see if that is better. I don't know. I think that's better. Maybe it's my vision. I do need to book in for a vision test. Like, I need to get my eyes checked. It's been a very long time. But not important. Not what I need to talk about today. I was doing a little bit of cleaning because sometimes I just get up and I think, oh, I should do this task or this chore, and then next thing I know, I'm like going through a bunch of stuff. But today it worked out. I found a ton of stickers. I had this whole drawer in a storage unit in my laundry room that I thought I'd already gone through and taken out anything like office related. Like, I thought it was all like random tools and cables and things like that, because the laundry room is where I tend to store a lot of those things. But instead, I found 3 drawers full of like scrapbooking stuff and like all my old stamp sets and tons of random things, including a ton of stickers. Some of them I think I'm gonna like put in a bag and give to some friends who have small children, because they're definitely more like kid stickers, but I'm gonna keep some for myself. So I did find a ton of these Disney stickers. I must have gotten these on sale somewhere. Like there must have been they must have been like on clearance or something at Michael's some year. So yeah, I found a ton of these Disney stickers, which I think some of my friends' daughters would really like. And then I found a bunch of stickers that clearly had been part of, you can see on the back, or part of a Babysitter's Club calendar that I remember having. And so they're all sorts of like calendar stickers. I think it was this sheet. Babysitter's Club meeting, find new clients, don't forget Kid Kit. Anyone read the Babysitter's Club and remember what the kid kits are? So like these ones I'm not gonna keep because like they're not really relevant to me anymore. Some random dog stickers, don't remember those. Some dinosaur stickers, because you always need dinosaur stickers. Found a really nice, this is from a scrapbooking set or kit of Cinderella. So those are really nice. Might keep those ones. And I found an old New Kids on the Block card thing with Jonathan Knight, who was my favorite. Some unicorn stickers. I found a bunch of these stickers, and I do vaguely remember these. Like they come on these little squares, or they'll be in like a 3 square sheet repeating the pattern. So I have 3 of these with Aurora and the fairies, and then I also have a 3 set. It's in a little bag of Cinderella and the prince, some like unicorns and butterflies, more unicorns. Andrea liked unicorns, and carousel horses. Young Andrea loved the carousel. So these ones are just all kinds of like random prints and designs, and I just have so many of them. These ones I'm going to keep for me, even though some of them are like much more of a child style. I don't know that they'd really work very well in my planner, but I just can't bear to get rid of them. Like there's a bunch that I know I can either give to my friends for their kids or donate to Goodwill, but some of these I have to keep. Like, I have to keep all the Lisa Frank stickers. I mean, come on. This is just making the 90s kid in me so happy. Like, I can't believe I still have any of these, including some sheets of these Lisa Frank unicorns, but like the horse ones. And I have several sheets of these. These make me so happy. So we might have to do some retro Lisa Frank days in my planner, although I have a hard time considering anything from my lifetime as vintage or retro, because when I was growing up, vintage was applied to anything from like the 40s or earlier. Retro would have been like 50s, and then 60s and 70s was just like my parents' generation, so that wasn't that old either. Like when I was in elementary school and middle school, when we would do like themed decades dances, it would be like poodle skirts and bobby socks, like for the 1950s. And so it's really hard to see that, like, and I'm noticing this in so much, like so many commercials and ads and things I'm seeing on social media, and like trends, like clothing trends coming back. There is such a heavy 80s and 90s influence, and I'm really not sure how I feel about that. Found some really cute heart stickers, so I like those, would definitely use those. Love these. These are totally my vibe. I mean, these are definitely 90s. I remember these. These were totally 90s, early 2000s when I got these. But I would absolutely put these in my planner today, as well as these ones. So I'm probably going to use these like next week, maybe. So I'm going to leave these with my planner, because those ones I definitely, and these ones, I might do the next couple weeks with these two. Like this one for next week, and the week after do those ones. Loving those. Very excited about that. And I found these like Victorian, this one's coming off, but these like Victorian era style stuff. Thought those were really cute. Would probably do those in February. And then I found these ones, and I've got 3 sheets. Some of them have already been used, but very like country, you know, like 90s country. But again, cottagecore is like having a whole moment at the moment, and these just feel very cottagecore to me. Very like 90s cottagecore, but still cottagecore, and I'm not mad about it. So we'll totally use these in my planner in autumn. They actually also really have a very strong like Independent Hearts vibe. So really love those. I'm gonna hang on to those and use those later this year. But yeah, we might have to do some Lisa Frank days in the planner. I'm just so happy I found these. And then I also found in the same like pile of stuff, I had a birthday card from my great grandma, who died several years ago. I have no idea how old this is, because there's no date on it. There's like not even a date, like a copyright date on the card. So I have no idea how old it is, but she references that my mom had sent a video from Christmas and my cousin's birthday. And so I'm thinking it's either late 90s or early 2000s. But also, it's signed from Grandma Leela and Penny, which was her Welsh Corgi. So Penny was still alive. But she's talking about how there's snow on the ground, and the drifts were almost to the top of the railing around the deck. And she had to shovel a track for Penny to go to the bathroom. And she hired a 15-year-old boy to shovel me out. It took him almost 2 hours to do it. And he had to come back again too. She's like, I hope you have nice warm weather where you are. So we were definitely living in Arizona, I think, at the time. Or it could have been even in California. That would have been really old though. But yeah, my Grandma Leela is one of the influences for Granny Ingrid in Independent Hearts, and specifically the Bookshop of Possibilities. Do I still have a picture? I used to keep a picture of Grandma Leela here at my desk. Yes, there she is. My Grandma Leela. I miss her. I miss her a lot. She was very, very, very special. So I got a little, I won't lie, I got a little teary reading her message. I don't want to cry now, but grandmas are special. So yeah, that was very nice to find that. But you know, sometimes when you haven't cleaned and decluttered in a while, and you're going through a box or a drawer that you haven't looked in years, like this stuff has probably been up there since I moved into this apartment almost 10 years ago. And so it's just like, look, treasure. That was exciting. Another exciting thing was I got a delivery of a poster So I will open that up after I've done some writing. Let's do some writing first. I am at, right now, so yesterday, we'll do a bigger update in a moment, but I'm up to 4,876 words, so we can kind of consider this poster my 5K reward. I'm not doing like super specific rewards this camp, but we'll call this my 5K reward. So let me do some outlining and get over that 5,000 word push, and then I will give you an update on yesterday. It's not a huge update, and we'll open up this poster and go over some other updates and progress reports and things like that. Okay, I might do some more writing. I'm not sure. It's 6:06, so we'll see how long I talk. I might do like another 15 minutes of like sprint outlining and just see if I can get a little bit further. It would be nice, but I got to 664 words, so I have crossed over the goal that Scrivener was saying. I know I'm well past 5K for camp so far, which I'm ahead as well. So quick day 7 update, because I didn't remember to vlog anything. So yesterday I was just really busy, and as I said earlier, I just was really tired. I did manage to do some writing. I wrote 294 words in the outline, so I didn't meet either my Scrivener goal or my Camp Nano goal for the day, but it did bring me up to 4,876, but I am still ahead. So by the end of today, if I was just maintaining 484 words each day, I would only be at 3,871. So I'm ahead, which is why I didn't mind that I didn't write that much yesterday, but it has been really interesting so far, and I might wait until the next vlog to really talk about this in depth. But like, I am noticing that this camp just feels different. Like, I've had a day where I just took the day off. I didn't write on July 4th, and then yesterday I only did like half of what my goal was. So I've had some easy days, and I've had some bigger days. Like, I've had a 1,500 word day, I've had a 1,000 word day, and on average I'm doing around 600 words per day, which is above my camp average, but is roughly where my Scrivener average is sitting at the moment, just over 600 words. So I'm trying to do what Scrivener wants me to do to kind of stay on top of that goal, which will mean I will meet my camp goal sooner than expected, and that I will probably get to over 15,000 for the month, but that's okay. I'm not, like, at first I was thinking I'm only gonna aim for 15,000 words this month and I'm not gonna let myself go over. Now I don't mind if I go over. I'm thinking that wouldn't be the worst, especially if it means that I get my Scrivener goal down to 500 words per day or less for by the time the semester starts, because I think that will make the semester feel a little bit easier. I'll feel like I can still do some writing each day, but that I'm staying within my goal. Whereas if my goal is like 1,200 words a day, it's just gonna make it hard for me to want to keep up with writing once the semester starts. But I do want to keep up with writing because I get very cranky when I'm not writing something. So I'm feeling really good about camp. It's one of those things where I don't want camp to stress me out. I really want to have fun with this. And I put up a poll on YouTube today. Let me see if I can find it and see where we're at. I asked how people are doing, like not in terms of word count, but just in terms of emotional status. And the options were feeling great and enjoying my writing project, and I feel like that's where I'm at. Option 2 was struggling to find the joy, but I'm getting there. Number 3 was the negativity spiral is real, send help and cookies. And then cheering you on from the sidelines for all of you who aren't participating in camp. So 20 at this point, as I'm filming this, 27%, we've had 15 votes, and 27% are feeling great and enjoying their projects. 20% is struggling to find the joy, but you're getting there. 7%, which I think is one person, the negativity spiral is real. So sending you all the help and love and cookies virtually as much as possible. I'm here to help pull anyone out of the negativity spiral if they need help with that, because I've been there. And I'm talking to some of you in the comments. I did, while I was watching the tour earlier, I did catch up on my YouTube comments, and a few of you were talking about how like the negativity spiral was a real threat to you that you were dealing with. And so yeah, and then 47% is cheering all of us on from the sidelines. I'd like to know, this can be one of our questions for this vlog, is how are you all doing mentally? Again, like your word counts are awesome. You can let me know what your word count is as well, but I really am more concerned with how are you feeling? How are you doing? Are you enjoying your project? Are you finding moments of joy as you're writing? I feel like I've got great music that I'm writing to. I'm watching a London walking tour. They're currently walking over London Bridge into the city of London right now, and I'm loving it. I mean, that view, it's just making me so happy. It's making me miss London a lot, but it's making me happy. I've got my amazing candle going. I've got my noise canceling headphones, which are blocking out the air conditioning. It is fantastic. So I'm feeling really good, and it does feel like a very different camp experience this month, and I'm enjoying that. I'm getting really excited about my project. My outline is coming along. I now have the first, oh wow, I'm further than I thought. Chapters 1 through 15 now are all above 250 words. Chapter 16 only has 91. Chapter 17 though is at 262, so that one's already above the point I'm trying to get them all up to. Then chapter 18 through 24 all need to get brought up to 250 words. I try to get chapter 16 and chapter 18 up to 250 before I stop for today. So we will see. I've also made myself a progress board, a little dashboard for the month that I can update each month. I mentioned in the last vlog that I felt like I probably needed to do some sort of progress board, and I probably need a sticky note for my outline. I don't currently have one, but I have this really fun board thing that I haven't really used as much as I should. So I've brought it back out. It's just been shoved down in the cupboard by my desk, but I really wanted to use it. So I've got some decorative bits at the bottom, and then all of these sticky notes are related to my projects. So I've got my July top 3, which is to do the Scrivener read through of Independent Hearts 3, to get a cover sketch done for Independent Hearts 3, and to finish my reread of the Across the Pond series. And I've got other check boxes for A Brave Start, Brave With You, and Brave Together. So as I'm making progress on those things, I can cross them off. I've got my 2 goals for Camp NaNoWriMo, which is to have 15,000 words in the outline and to have fun. And then I've created little sticky note check boxes for Royal Romance, Independent Hearts 3, and Across the Pond for the Scrivener read-throughs of each. And I've already crossed off that I'm already up to chapter 8 in the through chapter 8 in the Scrivener read-through of Royal Romance. And I'm through chapter 6, I think, in Across the Pond. I need to start this for Independent Hearts, but this will help me kind of see and be able to track my progress in each of those 3 projects. And I just think that will make it easier for me to kind of notice my progress, but also easier for me to then tell you all where we're at when I'm not vlogging, which is why I probably do need another check mark or two for where I'm at in my outline in terms of getting each chapter up to at least 500 words is going to be the goal. 15K is the main goal for Camp Nano. If I did 500 words per chapter, that would only be 12,000 words. So yeah, that's I feel like first level goal. If I didn't get to 15,000, but I at least have 500 words per chapter, I would be happy with that. Or maybe I just need to put in Nano like a checkbox for 5K, a checkbox for 8K. I might do that. I might redo my sticky note for Camp Nano tracker just so I can visually see without having to look at the Nano website that I'm at 5K, that I'm at 8K, that I'm at 10K, 12K, whatever. Because I've got my trackers, but like I really want this to be like my progress at a glance board so that I can just look at this and see in each project exactly where I'm at without having to flip through my planner. So yeah, now poster. So if I move you guys around a little bit, if I move you back over here and hopefully I stay in focus, there's been a poster over my shoulder in these vlogs. Never given you a very good look at that poster. I will do that in a moment. It's a really nice black and white poster, but then it's just the buses, but the London double-decker buses. Oh, I also see some phone boxes. So the buses and the phone boxes are in red, but they've done away with color and everything else. I think there's some flags. So it's a black, white, and red theme, which used to be the color scheme of my kitchen. When I first moved in here nearly 10 years ago, I was just on a real black, white, gray, red kick. A lot of the decor in my apartment was that color scheme. And throughout the years that I've lived here and throughout the years of grad school, I've gotten way more into pink. Like I like pink way more than I like red these days. Really into rose gold, love rose gold, and I'm embracing color more. And so I've been wanting to get a new poster for that frame. Something a little bit more colorful. Still wanted something London related, but more colorful. And so that's what I found. So this arrived today and I'm gonna go put this up. So let's go over and I will show you what the old poster is like. Then I'm gonna get this out and pop it in the frame. This is the old poster, which I do really like. It's cute, it's pretty, it's fun. You can see it's got the red buses. I'm trying not to have you the air conditioning is on and it's gonna blow into the camera. But you can see it does have color on the flags. Parliament is still in like brown, but like they've desaturated a lot of other aspects. So there's really not a whole lot of color other than things like the buses and the phone boxes. So I just want to put that away for now. I might just flip it around and put the new poster over it so that this frame still has the two London posters. And then I might, like at Christmas time, swap this one back over. But this poster has been up almost since I moved in, so I'm just ready for something a little bit new and a little bit fresh. So I'm gonna get the new poster out and popped in that frame, and then I will show you what I chose. I love it so much. Oh, I love that. Oh, I love that. Oh, that's gonna be perfect. And there it is. Oh my gosh, I love it so much. I love that it's got like pink blossoms on the tree and you've got all the blue and all the green and flowers on the balcony. I love it. I just feel like it's so much more me. Like the other poster was definitely me when I first moved in here. But this is much more my aesthetic and my London vibe now. I am so in love with that. That's just, oh, I feel like that's changed the whole vibe of this part of the kitchen. I think I would like either a white frame for this or rose gold. This corkboard was just a basic wood frame, but I painted it with like a white, pearly white paint. So yeah, I do feel like the black, I think the black works with that poster because like there is black in the poster, but I think rose gold or pink would be even nicer and would fit really well in the kitchen. So I need to see if I can find a large pink or rose gold poster frame that's not too expensive. Like I don't want to spend a ton of money. Like this is good enough if I have to do this, but oh my gosh, I love it. It just makes me so happy. I need to get the toaster oven going because I do need to heat something up for dinner. I will probably sit down and do some writing while that heats up, but oh my gosh, I love it. That's just gonna make me so happy. Like now when we're sitting here, like there it is. I just think it looks so cute. Maybe you don't agree, but I think a lot of you will agree with me. I just feel like that you're probably not gonna notice, but I'm gonna notice. I just feel like the bit of the blue sky and the leaves, like oh my gosh, turning around and looking at it over my shoulder instead of just looking at it through the little viewfinder, like that just makes me so happy. I love that. I'm gonna get back to writing. Let's see if I can get chapters 16 and 18. 17 is good, so we're aiming to get 16 and 18 up to 250 words, and then if I can get 19 and 20 up there as well, that would be awesome. If I get all the way up to chapter 20 and get an extra couple hundred words, or get that up to 250 before dinner is done, I will still stop. So I'm not going to work beyond chapter 20. Okay, it's now about 20 after 8. I have had dinner. Dinner was ready just as I was like finishing up putting everything into all the trackers and everything, and so I figured I would go eat and then I would come back and update the vlog. So that is what I've done. I'm still loving that poster too, by the way. Like I just, this view over my shoulder is just now making me so much happier. So where did we end up today? We ended up at 1,486 words, which I'm thrilled with. And so that brings us up to 6,362 words total. So I'm not quite halfway, but I'm getting close to halfway. If I have another day like today, I will definitely be halfway there. And we're nowhere near halfway through the month yet, which, I mean, July really needs to take its time. Like it really needs to slow down. Like I don't want it to be the end of the month. I can't believe it's July already. And like I'm so excited about July. Like I'm excited about camp. I'm excited about the Tour de France. Like I'm really trying to embrace July this year, even though it's crazy hot outside. I'm still like, I've got lemonade in the fridge. Like I need to start doing my prickly pear lemonade because that's something that like I've just set as like a summer drink, like for when it starts getting into the high triple digits. Like that's my little treat for dealing with the temperatures. And like swimming pool, I definitely want to go into the swimming pool a few times this week. So like I'm trying to embrace July and just take each day as it comes and enjoy it. But in the back of my mind, when it hits July, it's just so hard not to think about the semester starting. And like, there's things about the fall semester, like I'm really happy with my schedule this year or this semester, and I'm excited to be teaching these classes, and I'm excited for fall. Like, I know I'm going to start decorating for fall once the semester starts. So like, I'm looking forward to having some fall leaves back in the apartment and all the autumnal tones. So like, there's things that, like, I'm not dreading the fall semester starting. I am so tired right now, and it's different than how I was feeling last summer, but it's almost more concerning this summer that I'm feeling this tired, because I have been prioritizing rest so much more than I was last summer. I just feel like there's something weird going on with my fibromyalgia, and just, I don't know. But anyway, July, Camp Nano. That's what we're supposed to be talking about. 1,486 words. I'm thrilled with that. I really, really am. I've made a lot of progress on the outline. Like, when I look at outliner mode, the majority of the book now, it's really down to chapter 20. I got through chapter 19, so chapters 1 through 19 out of 24 are all over 250 words. And some of them are well over 250. There's one that's already at 617. Chapter 1 has a lot. There's another I saw. Chapter 4 is at 412. So there's one that's already over 500 and another one that's really close to 500. And there's a few that are at like 300 or like just above or just below 300. So those will get to 500 pretty quick. So I think once I get everything up to 250, going from 250 to 500 is not going to be that difficult, because for some chapters that's only a matter of like 150 words. So that's fantastic. Although I still have 3 chapters and the epilogue that are below 100 words, and I've got 5 chapters that are below 100 and 3 chapters that are below 50, including chapter 22, which only has 9 words, and chapter 24, which only has 4 words. The epilogue only has 35 words. The epilogue's goal, so all the chapters I'm trying to get up to 1,000 words before I start writing. The epilogue has a goal of 500 words. I usually don't do a ton of outlining for the epilogue, because I kind of just wait to see like what the story has done by the time I get to the epilogue when I'm writing the first draft, and then I always have more ideas. And the epilogue is always shorter as well, so if the epilogue is going to be between 1,500 and 2,500 words, getting the outline up to 1,000 is like having the majority of the epilogue written. So epilogue only has a goal of 500. I created a new sticky note, so on my nifty little progress board. I'm actually quite pleased with this. This is a really good idea, and because I bought this board, like, it's not a stiff board, but it's like a mouse pad you could use it as, but it's just a little like desktop dashboard thing with a pen loop at the top. And I bought it in a back to school haul like 2 or 3 years ago, and I used it for a while, and then I kind of stopped using it. Didn't really have like an effective use for it, but now I'm thinking as my like desktop project tracker, because there's enough room in here. I could also have like a sticky note with teaching tasks and a sticky note with coaching tasks, so that like week to week, month to month, I think like every month, to just update the board so that it's got all my goals for the month, including things like these sticky notes that are like chapter by chapter check marks, so that I can see on like a bigger project that has multiple stages in the goal, where am I at in that. We'll keep trying this out for the rest of the month, and then see what we do in August. But I'm actually really liking this. So I now have a new revised sticky note for Camp Nano. So it's got my top goals. It's got 3 different headings on it. One is for top goals, which are to have fun, and 15K in the outline. Then I've got a progress goal, which is 50 words per chapter, 100 words per chapter, 250 words per chapter, and 500 words per chapter. I don't think I'm going to get beyond 500 words per chapter by the end of the month. Like, I don't think I would cross off 750. So getting to 750 and 1,000 might be part of my August goals. And then I've got a word count column that's broken down in increments of 2,000 words. So 2K, 4K, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, and then 15. So that last jump is just 1,000 words. So I can start crossing off those as I progress through. So that's what made me realize I'm still below 50 words and 100 words in these last few chapters. So I can't cross off either of those. So my goal for tomorrow and or Monday is to be able to cross off 50 words per chapter and 100 words per chapter, and then sometime either Monday or throughout this next week getting all those last few chapters up to 250. Then getting to 500, like that I'm not going to cross off probably until towards the end of the month, but that is totally fine. So I'm hoping this will motivate me to be able to, like, as I see that I'm actually crossing things off my list, I'm hoping that will motivate me to like keep moving, especially with the editing, because that, like, I need to hit the ground hard on Monday with editing. And yeah, I think having just a little checklist there is going to help with that. So I've done that. I'm loving this project. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this vlog. If you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not subscribed, all of that great stuff. I would really appreciate it. Let's do a mood check in the comments. You can either leave me an emoji that signifies your mood, thumbs up, thumbs down, smiley face, frowny face, stressed face. Hopefully there's not too many of those. Laughing face. So you can leave me your mood status in emoji, or you can just let me know in the comments. How are you doing? How are you feeling? If you replied to that poll, let me see if the poll has updated since earlier this afternoon. We're now up to 19 votes. Ooh, the negativity spiral. That's jumped. It's now 21%. Sending all of you lots of virtual hugs and cookies. Let me know in the comments how you guys are doing. Like, if there's anything me or the rest of the people in the comments can do to help. Like, I want to make sure that if someone's really struggling with the negativity spiral, that like the rest of us are there to help pull you back out, because I've been there and it's not fun. And yeah, I don't want anyone trapped in the negativity spiral if we can pull you out. But yeah, feeling great and enjoying my writing project is now at 21%. Struggling to find the joy, but I'm getting there, is at 16%. The negativity spiral crew is now up to 21%, and then cheering you on from the sidelines is at 42%. But no one's commented on the poll, so I only have the poll results to go by. So I hope everyone's doing well, but let me know in the comments how you're doing. And remember, everyone else, feel free to reply to other people's comments to give words of encouragement. I want to make sure that we're all here for each other. Yeah, so those are your comment instructions, should you choose to accept them. But I'm now gonna go relax before my TV shuts itself off and just enjoy a nice cozy Saturday night at home. So yeah, I'm gonna go do that, and I will see you all very soon in the next vlog. Thank you very much for watching this one. Bye!